Good morning, YouTubers. It's Jonathan. Currently, it's 9:36 a.m. Eastern Time on July 25th, 2017. Thank you for watching. Today, I'm going to be covering the technical analysis of Bitcoin. So, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll understand I'm highly tied into AntShare. A couple of reasons. So, I believe the team is a great team. I believe also the community is great. I believe in the coin, and I think it's going to go far. So for me, AntShare is actually a long-term investment. So rather than short-term. So I've made some positions yesterday based on some analysis which were missing some I'd say ingredients for the recipe to be a successful trade. But I thought, hey, what the heck? For me, AntShare is actually a long-term investment. I'll still do it. I believe in it. I believe it's going to grow and keep going up. So that's why I made the investment in AntShare, and maybe not the most opportune time. So this morning, I'm going to be covering Bitcoin and versus AntShare. Why is that? So yesterday, following my video at 11:30 p.m., I had some comments, and by the way, I'm so excited. 40 views. I know for a lot of people, it's not actually overall, it's not a lot of views, but considering I started to post some videos yesterday, to me, it's some sort of accomplishment. I already have 3 followers. Woohoo! Nothing to break the bank. But thank you, Tony, for leaving a comment. Thank you, Robert Sparkman. Every YouTuber starts somewhere. Everyone that produce comment for YouTube starts somewhere, and this is where I start. And I do thank you guys for subscribing and joining the video. If you want to subscribe, there's a little button. Well, to me it says something different, but there's a little button that says subscribe, and you can do it. My intentions is obviously do kind of a two-point analysis during the day. So I'll do probably or 3-point analysis, but that's going to be hard with my job. But 2-point for now. First of all, I'm not a day trader. As I just said, I do have, my day job is something else. I do work for a large tech company. And so I'm not a day trading. I'm more of a casual trader, or amateur trader is probably more of the word. I did educate myself on how to trade. I didn't go per se to school for that. I went and actually educated myself on massive online course platforms such as Udemy, Coursera. I've bought a lot of books, actually read a lot of books about trading stocks, trading forex. I also, and one of the best tools I use for kind of remembering what some of the tools that I use are for, or even some of the ones that I'd like to use. What the outcome should be, or what information I should be looking within those tools is Investopedia. Investopedia is phenomenal. It's the Wikipedia for investors, and on there they have videos. Actually, it's better than Wikipedia. They have videos that explains, visually explains how what you should be looking for in the tools that you're using for investment. All right, live action videos, live examples. Okay, so Robert, thank you very much for your comment here, and this morning video is actually dedicated to you because the video I'm making is basically based off your comment. So, okay, first comment, I really think it is indecision from Bitcoin because of a dependent. Okay, so this part of the comment was based on the video from yesterday at noon. I was earlier at noon. I was saying, hey, there's a little bit of indecision in the market. There's no movement back and forth between two supportive lines, which were very short supportive lines. So very short. And I had mentioned, if you have Bitcoins burning in your wallet, this might not be the right time because we don't know where the market's going to go, up or down. And then at 11, I talked about the potential reversal, but the missing ingredient for the recipe to be successful was actually volume. And so it it was true. It was missing. I did make an investment, but like I said, for me, AntShare is actually a long-term investment. Okay, in this portion of the comment, this is why I'm doing the video. If Bitcoin goes up, the volume will return, and if it goes down, AntShare will head south with it. 100% accurate. Why is that? Why is that? Basically, it's because most of the coins or most of the cryptocurrencies out there, altcoins or major coins, are all transacting on Bitcoin. It is the major currency. It's like the US dollar for the global economy or currency trading, or even commodity trading is based on US dollar. So obviously, the US dollar has a major impact on the fluctuations of the different currencies globally, or even the currencies. So, give you a brief example. Canadian dollar is, in speaking of correlation, Canadian dollar is highly impacted by oil price. Why is that? GDP, oil exports is about 10% of our GDP, so that's a fairly high number. And then the oil is traded in US dollar. By the way, quick tidbit, most of US oil consumption is actually imported from Canada. I believe the latest number was 56%. I think it dropped from 70 because of you're starting to produce your own oil, so that's great. So obviously, because the commodity is traded in US dollar, if the oil goes up, more US dollar is put into the Canadian economy, and so the value starts to go up. If the price goes down of the oil, then less US dollars are actually coming into the market or into our geographical or traded in Canadian dollar, and therefore the Canadian dollar goes down. Direct correlation. I learned that about 2 weeks into my forex trading, and I did learn it on Investopedia. And it made all sense to me when I looked at the video. So, what's happening here? Okay, long-term view. This is a 4-hour chart. Trading down. There is a trend that for actually since June has been going down slightly from the peak of, I believe this is $3,000. Yes. So trend going down. It seems like we broke off this trend. Okay. So can't guarantee, but it seems like it did. So what could happen next? So I did a little bit of FIBO. Right now today, the market is down to 2565. It did hit a bottom of 2500. By the way, 2500 is a very strong resistance bar. So if it passes that, this could go down to $2,400, and then before it goes back up. But I do believe this probably hit the bottom right now. It's going to go back up to 2660. Come back down to 2575, and then probably go back up as we potentially have broken off the trend here. So that's what I think is going to happen. I'm a little bit concerned though. MACD, you see here the trend hasn't hit the bottom on the 4-hour chart. There is a definite trend from an RSI perspective to see that the Bitcoin has actually been oversold, so it's going toward that. So that's another indicator that this is going to go up. Volume versus pricing is fairly neutral right now, so that I believe is going to be ping-ponging for a while between that 50 line and 61. But if it does come down to 38, it could drop down to 23% FIBO or 24% FIBO, whatever, which would bring it down to $2,400. So back to AntShare. So AntShare is following the same trend, or should be. I haven't taken a look at it for a while here, but it is following the same trend, and I think is going to bounce back once the Bitcoin starts to bounce back. Kind of very similar indicators. We are on the 4-hour. Let me put it on the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, so we hit the bottom. This is probably going to go up. It hit the bottom pretty hard actually. Went up again. I think it could probably have another pass. RSI is neutral right now, so it's a fair price. It's probably going to bounce back and forth just like the Bitcoin, and then probably either go up or go down again. So this is my technical analysis of Bitcoin, and the reason why AntShare is also in a downward trend or a bearish trend right now. And so please leave comments below. I love to see I love to see your comment, your feedback. If you think I'm taking too long, just please, or if I'm going too much off course, do mention it. I love sharing, so this is kind of ingrained in me. I don't have the choice to go into some details sometimes. So, but if you think it'd be beneficial to shorten these videos, please leave me a comment, and I will, as you can see, read them, respond to them, and try to apply whatever feedback there is. Please, if you think this is valuable to you, do click on subscription, and therefore you'll receive some notifications when there's a new video that isn't there. Right now my trend is that I'm going to do a video every 3 times a day. To me, because this is not my day job, this is not sustainable. I won't be able to do that 3 times a day, potentially 2, even maybe sometimes 1 a day. I do travel a lot for my work. So, and I do have to travel sometimes very early and very late at night. So, 4 a.m., get up, take the plane to go to my destination of work. And then I trend because I have family here. I have actually 1 kid and then another one on the way, which should be actually happening any days now. I like to spend time with my family, so I travel late at night, somewhere around 8 p.m. Eastern time. Landed by the time I get home is somewhere around 10 p.m. So sometimes, I'll be able to do 1 video only. Sometimes even, I'll try to make at least 1 video a day and then post it online as soon as I get home. So that's it for now. Leave me comments, subscribe, and we'll talk soon.